Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the Moments Review. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about what I use for my son with teething. So I'm going to cover a few different products and talk about products I liked and didn't like and pros and cons of those products. My son has cut 2 teeth within I think a week and 2 days or something. So he's got his 2 bottom teeth through now. He got his right one first and then he got his left one, and it was a bit of a process. He teethed for a long time, but definitely the last little bit has been hard on him. You can tell that he's uncomfortable and sore, and so I'm going to share with you guys what I used during that time. So let's get started. So one of the very first things that I used and have used for a long time was these, and this one's from the freezer, so you can tell it's got sweat on it, you can tell that it's like sweating because we're in where it's warm and it was somewhere where it's cold. It doesn't have sweat on it. I apologize for that comment. Anyway, so what I meant is these are something that we used right from the beginning. We got these for our baby shower, and they say, and I don't know if you can read that on there, but it says Chew Beads Baby. That's the brand of them, and they come like this. There's hearts, there's green peace signs, and then there's blue stars, and it came in this little tray with them all kind of laid out. They are scattered throughout our house. They are at Grandma and Grandpa's house, they are in our freezer, they are in our fridge. We have them all over the place. We have used these a ton. This is something that he really likes to use as a teething toy. Most of the time he will just grab whatever's closest to him and gnaw on it, because I mean, your teeth hurt and that helps, right? But he really does like these. Thank you to Caitlin and Colton, our good friends, for picking these up for us, because seriously they have been a lifesaver, and he really does use them a ton. So that's really nice. The one con, I guess I would say, about them would be the fact that they don't really stay cold very long. Like, it's already pretty much warm in my hands. So I wished that there was almost a way that you could maybe fill them with water, and that way they were, had water in them, or something a bit different, because the silicone just doesn't stay cold long enough. So really, really great product. I will have their website linked down below, Chew Beads Baby, and yeah, if you are looking for a teething toy, these are awesome. So the next thing that I am just starting to use, I used a little bit when he was just first starting to eat and didn't like it at all, and now I'm back to actually using it. I will put some frozen fruit or something like that in there. We used this for like bananas, not frozen bananas, but like bananas and things like that at first, before he was really able to pick things up and eat them, and I just felt like it made a big mess. But with frozen fruit, it's way better. So I can stick some frozen fruit in there, and he can like chew on that, and it's tasty, and it's good, and it stays fairly clean. I mean, it starts to melt and gets a little bit messy and stuff, so that's a little annoying, but they are really, really awesome. The brand that I have, I know you can get them in a ton of different brands, but the brand I have is Nuby, N-U-B-Y, and I like them. They're all right. What I don't like about them is the fact that, so you just twist and then pops off. Oh, I can't. Okay, there's one thing I don't like about them. I find them difficult to get out. Anyway, you're supposed to be able to twist and pop them off. I'm not going to sit here and play with it all day. What I don't like about it is that it's hard to do that. The other thing that I don't like about is that little mesh bag is super, super difficult to clean. It doesn't really come clean. There's food that's still stuck in it, and so I try to let it soak, and I boil them and stuff like that. But this one's never been used. We have a few up there that are messy and dirty, but that's gonna happen as long as I can get them, sanitized. That's really what I care about. I don't care if they look dirty. If they're sanitized, they're clean enough. So that's something that we've been using. I like it for frozen fruit. I don't like it for fresh fruit, and I don't like that it's not really easy to get into or clean, but they have definitely helped. So those are the 2 things that I go towards for actually letting him chew and gnaw on something. The other thing, which is just a simple thing, is a lot of people have told me, and I've only done it once or twice, I don't do it often, but just to take a washcloth, get it wet, throw it in the freezer, And then when, you know, he seems a little bit irritable, take it out of the freezer and let him chew on the washcloth. Like I said, I've only done that once, maybe twice. It's okay, it works, but he doesn't tend to love it. He likes something like this or this way better with the frozen fruit. So anyway, those are some of the tips and tricks for what he actually likes to chew on. On to the things that are supposed to help him and relieve pain. So we tried Tylenol, that didn't work. I know that people were telling me that Advil and stuff was better because it was anti-inflammatory. We never did that. We've only used Tylenol, and it didn't seem to do anything. Like whether we gave him the Tylenol or didn't give him the Tylenol, he could have cared less. So we didn't give him Tylenol very often for his teething. We picked up these. They're called Camilla? Anyway, they are homeopathic, I believe. Is that what it's called? Anyway, it's basically all natural stuff. They come in these tiny little, and I'll open this up for the purpose of the video. They come in these little pouches. You rip off a pouch, just like this. And then this part twists off, and then it's just liquid that the baby will drink. And you can give them as many as you want. Again, this is something that is really expensive. I think you get 30 of those little tubes, and like I said, you can give as many as you want. They say to give about 3 a night will really help. And so we tried that. We did it solid for probably a week, maybe not quite a week, a few days, and then he got really bad diarrhea. I don't know if this was related or unrelated. He was fine everywhere else, like he wasn't seeming to be really sick with anything else, but just was having really bad poop to the point where he was having butt rash and all of that sort of stuff. So, and I talked to my health nurse, I talked to my doctor, and they did tell me that there is no studies that prove that diarrhea is caused from teething. Neither is a fever. So at first I thought it was just because he was teething that he was having the diarrhea, and they said, you know what, it's unrelated. We don't really know why it happens, but it's not related to teething. So they said if your baby has a lot of excess saliva, that could be a reason, and so that's why people say they associate it with teething, because when you're teething, you know, you drool more and you swallow more of that drool, that sort of stuff. One tip that I did find online is to say that, you know, if your baby takes a soother, try to give them that soother less. It'll help so that they're not swallowing a whole bunch of saliva. Anyway, there's a little side note about teething and, you know, facts and stuff like that. But, so we tried these, it gave him diarrhea, I'm sure of it, because we stopped and it started to clear up. So we have not really used them since. I think I used them 1 or 2 days when he was really bad, like right before he was about to cut his tooth, and it didn't seem to do a thing. So for me, I think it's a waste of money. In fact, I think it, you know, made things worse for him, but I have heard people that swear by it. So if it works for you guys, that's great. We tried it and it just didn't work for my son. So yeah, that's the Camilla pouches. I don't know how you say it. Camilla pouches. So that was one thing that we used. The other thing that we used that I didn't like, I really didn't like anything that I could give him for teething. Nothing seemed to really help. But the other thing that we tried was, and I don't actually have the little thing of it anymore, but I have the box still, is this Anbesol grape gel. It's a teething pain, basically just like an ointment that you can put on your gums. So we bought these and these at the same time. These we felt like were working for a few days because he was sleeping through a good amount of time, like a good stretch, but whether it was working or not, I don't really know. But these, he would freak out. He would freak out. I would lay him down. First of all, he doesn't like me putting my finger in his mouth at all, and the second I go to put my finger on his gums, he puts his tongue out, so I can't get to his gums. So when I'm doing this alone, you're trying to prop his mouth open, push his tongue back, and get to his gums. You've got the ointment on your finger. You're trying to get your other finger into the mouth and rub it on the gums. It was a disaster. He would get on his lip, I don't even know if he really got any on his gums. his lip, his gums, his tongue, and my finger was even numb from this baby gel. So I think it freaked him out because the second after I did it, and for about half an hour after, he was really like irritable, he was really upset, he was really not okay. And I tried it once or twice and he just didn't take to it. So I got rid of it. I gave it to a friend and let her try it. You know, if your baby's maybe willing to open up their mouth and you're able just to put it on their gums and let it kind of dry on their gums, it might have worked better, but I mean, how do you do that with a baby? It just didn't work that way with my son. So I would not recommend this. I didn't love it. I thought it was really hard to apply for a baby, and I don't think it was that cheap either. Again, I think it was a little bit too powerful. Like, it was really strong. Like I said, my finger tingled for about half an hour afterwards. He was less irritable when it wasn't numb. Do you know what I mean? So maybe it just freaked him out. I'm not sure, but this is them here. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not really something I loved, but it's something, again, worth giving a shot. When your baby's teething, as parents, you know, it's a tough thing to get through, and it's, you know, it might work for you. It just didn't work for us. So those are the products that I have for you guys today that I really love or didn't love throughout the teething process. Let me know down below what kind of things were you able to give to your son or daughter for your teething, because none of the medicational kind of stuff worked for us. One of the biggest things that worked was just to nurse him, and I was okay with that. I thought, you know, if that's what's gonna help him, let's just do it. So that's what we did. Let me know down below, what did you use? And also, what kind of teething toys do you guys use? And whether or not you guys have tried these and if you like them or not. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button down below and follow along. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.